Well, it's a Sabbath morning. Beautiful day here in beautiful Texas, where everybody's moving to. And last night on 3ABN, they had their program was on anger management, and they used a lot of Bible texts to deal that talk about anger. People that get angry, want to fight, looking to always fight their whole life, actually getting physical fights, even if they're mature, even seniors. What's worse than an old man that wants to fight? An old, ugly man that wants to fight. I can't think of anything worse than that. So hateful and angry. And in Proverbs 22, it says, "Do not make friends with a hot tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared." And that's good advice. Proverbs is a book of advice. It's the gospel means good news, which is the gospel of Christ, that everything he did to save us, he is complete on the cross and in the heavenly ministry. But Proverbs is more advice on how to live and how to deal with people, and that's good advice right there. Don't even make friends with a hot-tempered person. It doesn't mean you can't be friendly to them and when you encounter them and pray for them, but you don't want to get and never trust them. Never ever trust a hot-tempered person. They'll lie, they'll twist things, they'll turn things, and they're only lying to themselves. Uh, and yeah, I've even known some Christians. Well, I don't even think they're Christians. They can talk about it, and they're very hot tempered, fighting, physical fights like bullies. One I know has been a bully his whole life, always fighting. And he denies all reality about who he is. He's just, he's a demon. But another thing that this guy did that is even worse, I think, you should never pledge to God that you're going to do something and then not do it, because God will mess you up big time, man. You don't do that. When Ananias and Sapphira pledged to give money to God, and then they kept some, they dropped dead on separate occasions. Peter said, "Why have you done such a thing?" And the Bible says they dropped, both of them, and not even at the same time, at different times, man. They lost their soul. Scott was telling me about his brother that had pledged to do some giving out Bible tracts. He was going to go out and live in the wilderness and nature and visit churches and hand out. He was all excited. He was at a time in his life when he was, connected with God. He's going to go give out Bible gospel tracts. And now Scott tells me, from what he hears, his life is like miserable, man. Just living in a hot van, like a wandering nomad. Um, he has nothing. He thinks he thinks he's got a lot. Scott himself told me, he's got $1 million, over $1 million cash in the bank, 1 million cash, and 2 million in IRAs and 401ks. His beautiful home, uh, and he thinks his brother hates him because he has all that and he doesn't have anything other than a measly Social Security that he took at 62, which is probably nothing, and then a little stupid annuity that he, like an idiot, that he got, which is nothing. Probably total about 3,000 a month. Good luck with that. Scott says his Social Security alone is more than that. Um, so you don't want to pledge something to God and then not follow through, man, because he'll mess you up big time. And Scott tells me his brother's having all kinds of problems. He had a stroke. He's got problem. It's like money just God will put a hole in your pocket, and the money will just drain. Car problems or vehicle problems or things falling off the trailer, his trailer, and generators getting broken. I don't know what else, but miserable life, man. And Scott says that of all the people in his high school class, he's like he is the least. He's the most embarrassed. Uh, in terms of prosperity and success. He's like a bum compared to everybody else. They were doctors and attorneys and healthcare professionals, accountants, and this guy's wandering, fired from his job for fighting. Uh, just really a bad guy. But yeah, you don't wanna pledge anything to God, man, because I got a pretty good windfall. And I'm speaking of me now personally. We got a pretty good windfall from a stock sale recently, and I didn't pledge to God right away what I was going to give to Him because I didn't know what I was getting. So I didn't talk, and I wanted to make sure what I had before I pledged to God, and then I made my pledge. And of course, I always follow through on my pledge to the Lord. And I went to the Carter Report. They send us, Susie and Pastor Carter send us so many gifts and things. And just got one a couple days ago from Susie with a note and the work that they're doing. And faithful to God, God will be faithful to you. But don't pledge something and not follow through, because He will mess you up. Fool. Thanks. Bye.